Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. Let's get all of our windows open here and get ready to do a little bit of farming tonight. We've got a bunch of people in chat already. Good to see y'all. Nagi, good to see ya. Robert, good to see ya, man. Pleasant View Farms, how you doing, sir? Sam, good evening. I am doing well. It's been a stressful day though, but I'll tell some stories here once we get farming. We've got a bunch of people filtering in here. I'm getting all my windows going here. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it tonight at all, to be honest. We were pretty busy today, and so I didn't get home until just a little over an hour ago. And by the time we had dinner for the family and got everything going, we're getting into things now. So we're gonna do some farming tonight as planned. Josh Sanders not combining, so you get to catch a live. Yeah, you got rained out, is my guess. There's been a lot of rain moving through different areas. Oh, good times. All right, let me get Farm Sim going here. I've got the game open. I need to get a couple things set up here. Let me switch it over to gameplay mode here. We've got the W235 out today. We're gonna be doing a little bit of grass cutting to start things off in the stream today. Excuse me. We had planned on originally, at least last Tuesday, what I talked about wanting to do was get into doing a little bit of multiplayer on this save, since we've kind of turned Autumn Oaks into a live streaming series. The next step is I want to move this save up onto one of my multiplayer servers so that we can do a little bit of farming with the community here on this save, because there's enough work to be done on any given day that I could really use some help. So we're gonna see if I can get that working. I wanted to do it today, it just didn't happen, so we're gonna do a little bit of odd jobs around the farm tonight and see how far we get, with the intent of next Tuesday jumping into our silage. Brian Oxendine, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see ya. Kyle Hudgens, good to see ya as well. Nagi, you're doing better now. You just got off work. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Alan, good to see ya. So let me get going here on a little bit of mowing. My goodness, Brian with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Farmer Bruce, welcome to the stream, man. So I've been running around like crazy today. My son had his driver's test finally this evening, and so we've been doing a lot of practice the last few days, and he managed to pass it somehow. It was very stressful for everybody in the car, I think, but he passed his test, and so that's exciting. Hopefully at some point here we'll feel confident enough to actually let him drive alone, but this is the next hurdle that we had to get by, so I'm excited about that. Somebody asked about when Lincoln Creek is coming out again, and the answer to that is, well, twofold. One, I posted my schedule across all of my social media, so you know when the episodes are coming this week. But there is an episode of Lincoln Creek coming tomorrow. I've already uploaded it to the YouTubes, so I've just got to get a thumbnail out there and get it set up to go out tomorrow morning. John from Ireland, well, welcome to the stream. It's gotta be late over there. You're, what, probably 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time? So that's gonna be, math is hard, 2 a.m. for you, sir? Goodness gracious. Well, welcome to the stream. Josh, will this be on the in-game mod hub? I highly doubt it. It's not a 4X, it is a standard size map. However, it has a lot of customizations that have been done to it that probably wouldn't work out very well with the restrictions for, at least for console, and just getting it up onto the in-game mod hub. I think there'd have to be quite a bit more work to it. And last time I talked to Diniz Farms, he wasn't really interested in jumping through the hurdles to get this up on the mod hub. Josh, you guys combined until 1 in the morning yesterday? Yeah, probably trying to stay ahead of the rain, huh? Crazy times right now. The weather's just been out of control lately. You just don't know what to expect. So I saw a comment up here, Logan, you said that you'd be combining, but the Oliver's not running right. Did Oliver make combines, or do you mean you're using an Oliver tractor to run like your grain cart of some kind? Harvest is right around the corner, Hayes. Yeah, I've been talking to a few people. They're getting geared up for it. It's coming soon for a lot of people. And for other people, they're already getting started. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've been talking to a few friends and trying to figure out when I'm going to get on the road here. I need to start setting some dates in stone, and I've got a few different places already penned in that I'm going to visit. So now I've just got to start getting some firm dates going here. I can't wait. I'm actually looking into maybe upgrading my camera for the trip, so we'll see. We gotta justify it here at some point, but we might pick up a slightly better camera for getting some farm vids here as we go on the road. Right now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to bring my 4-year-old with me or not. So he would love to go on a farm tour road trip. So I'm working on it. There's just some logistics with dragging a little kid across the country in the back of a car with me, especially if there's nobody else there to help keep him entertained. So we'll have to see. Right, guy, you guys are chopping silage in western Pennsylvania? Nice. Yeah, a lot of silage operations have been moving the last couple of weeks. Everybody's trying to get that done and out of the way so you can get ready for harvest, right? You got a 318 Chrysler V8 and it's only running on 6 cylinders. That doesn't sound good. So we got a lot of grass here that we've got to cut. Last time I did this, the grass was wet, and so we're trying to cut it while it's dry this time. And it does look better. It looks like we're getting the semi-dry grass here, so I wanted to get another big cut of hay done here and into the hayloft so that we've got plenty of hay to kind of start getting our animals through the winter. As we get into late summer here already, it's coming faster than I expected, so I want to make sure we're going to be able to feed, you know, all the cows and heifers and calves through the entire winter months here. I'm really not sure how that's going to go, especially as I start getting calves. You know, my feed requirements are going to start going up somewhat quickly. Monty Glover, what? I'm currently not on a server on FSN. I've been taking a break from FSN for the last almost a year now. It was last October when I stepped back from FSN for a while. So I keep talking about going back, but it's a pretty big time commitment. I might see about getting my accounts put back in order just to get on and do some contract work on FSN. That might be kind of fun, is to just kind of be a freelance contractor and jump in and, you know, jump into different people's farms and go help out. That's something I've been thinking about since running my own farm seemed like it was going to take a bit too much time. Oh, we didn't put our header down. You're setting up barns up on Ravenport now. Nice. I feel like I could probably start going in straight lines here at some point now that I took 4 headland passes off, but this is such an irregularly shaped field, I'm tempted to just kind of keep going around here in a circle. Pleasant View Farms, you need to get yours in the shop this weekend. Start getting it ready. Exactly. The harvest prep season is upon us. Lots of the maintenance and double checking everything and making sure the mice didn't eat anything throughout the year. All the good stuff. That was my least favorite part of the year, to be honest. Although you were so excited for harvest being right around the corner, but then you had to do all of the painstaking maintenance work and prep work. Although it was fun because I always got to I was always the one that got to move all the machinery around and do the machinery shuffle to get the right machines in the right shops to be worked on and stuff. And so there was something fun about just getting to hop in almost every single machine that we owned on the farm and, you know, move it around a bit. So that was always a little bit fun. Big man, appreciate the kind words there, sir. Logan getting the raccoons out of the augers, exactly. There's an easy way to do that. Juan, how many kids do I have? I have 2 kids. I have a teenager who has just gotten his driver's license today, or passed his test, I should say. We still got to go down to Secretary of State and get the final step done. But I also have a 4-year-old. And so it's a pretty big spread, keeps us busy. We get to have the fun with both ends of the spectrum, between dealing with the teenager and dealing with the toddler. It feels like somebody is always throwing a tantrum about something. Alex, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, sir. How late were you? Not late. We just got started 10 minutes ago or so. Josh, is the wife coming today? I don't know, but I don't think so. She might come down here for a minute or two towards the end of the stream, but she's had a really busy day today herself, and we're supposed to be going out this weekend. It's a long weekend here in the U.S., and we're gonna be heading out, meeting up with some friends. We're sharing a house on a beach up in the Thumb area in Michigan here, so we're gonna, you know, have a nice long weekend here because our kids all start school next week on Tuesday after the long weekend. And so we're looking forward to getting a little bit of time away from the house. And so she's been kind of making all those plans and getting things ready for that. So we've got to have food ready to go because we're going to be doing a lot of cookouts and campouts. Or not campouts, we're staying in a house, we're not camping, but a lot of cookouts and stuff while we're there. So she's kind of trying to plan that because we're both working a full day tomorrow and then jumping in the car right away and trying to get out there before it gets too late. Long answer to probably not, but we'll see. But it'll be nice to get away. We need a little bit of time away from the house. It's been a lot of time we've been cooped up here in the house, so. Oh, man. Juan, am I going to play any other maps? Not tonight, but we are running a series on Lincoln Creek. There'll be an episode of that out tomorrow. And I've got at least 3 more maps that I have plans to run before we are done with FS19 here. While we wait for Farm Sim 22, I've got 3 more series in the works. So I'm going to have to start getting active on that here very quickly. You will probably see a second series that doesn't have live streams. It's just a Let's Play series hitting the channel here in the next week or so. And then I've got another multiplayer series that I want to run. We're going to be kicking off a console multiplayer series here, hopefully in the next week as well, for all those console members in the community. This is something I've been talking about doing for a couple of months now. And so we're going to be trying to kick that off here, hopefully either end of next week or that weekend. We'll see if I can pull off another weekend stream here to kick things off, as it's a little bit easier to do things on the weekend for some people rather than a late night. We'll see what happens. Hayes, am I going to get a Case Triton when it comes out? Absolutely. That thing looks awesome. There's a couple of them in the works that I've seen. Is it Caesarius Modding that's been working on one that looks really cool? And then I'm trying to think. I saw a couple of awesome mods here. I saw custom modding updated on their bigger planter as well for the Case series there. Unfortunately, that looks like it's probably at least a few weeks away. So I don't know that it's going to be ready in time for our next planting season here on Lincoln Creek. Juan, how do you join the servers? At present, multiplayer for the dedicated servers on PC, the multiplayer servers are available for channel members. You can become a channel member by hitting the join button there below the video. It's $5 a month, and you get access to some special channels on Discord. If you join the Discord server, well, and if you want to play on the multiplayer servers, you're required to be a part of the Discord server as well, because that's where we share all of the multiplayer information. We're currently running, is it three multiplayer servers right now for the members that are dedicated servers for PC, and then I'll be starting up with a console series, which I haven't figured out exactly how that works, but I think it's a session-based hosting mechanism, so I'll host it when I'm actually in the game and playing. I don't think you can use dedicated servers for console. So once we get there for the console stuff, I've got to figure out how that all works, but I'll be posting some more information about that next week. I've already figured out what map and mods I'm going to play on that, and so we've just got to finish getting it set up. I've got my Xbox all ready to go. I've got the game installed on it, and now the last bit is I'm testing out how to get that streaming. I've never streamed with a console before, so we're going to do a little bit of testing for that. Randy Pepler, welcome to the stream, sir. It's always good to see you. Kyle, can't wait for FS22, but you're going to have to upgrade your graphics card. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. Based on some of the improvements they're making, I almost feel like it'll run better on machines than FS19 does right now, but maybe that's just my wishful thinking. Pleasant View Farms, appreciate you coming in. I know you've got to be up early with the calves, so have a good one, sir, and we'll see you soon. Robert, am I ever going to play on Peace River? I'm not sure. I know there's some issues with that map, although I know it's a beautiful looking map. I've talked to a handful of people that have been playing on that, and there's a few issues here and there. I think it's stuff that I could probably work around if I needed to, but I do want to run a big Canadian-style farm again. I've been surprised at how many people from the community are from Canada. Oh my goodness, Brian Oxendine with the $2 super chat. Once again, sir, I appreciate you. Toby, welcome to the stream, sir. I've got the John Deere hat back on. It's funny, I actually made a special trip back upstairs just to go grab it. I was all set up, ready to go. That's why the stream started like 30 seconds late as I was running upstairs to grab the hat. Whoops. Oh, we pushed the wrong button. Trying to go out of cab and we raised the header. So my point being, though, to your question, Robert, is that I will definitely be running a large-scale style Canadian map. I've been talking to Robin a bunch about different mods. We've got all the cool swappy mods and stuff like that all worked out. And so I want to try and do something fairly realistic. And I've got so many people in the community I can rely on, including the guys over at Forward Ag. Dan Finley has been kind enough to send me a ton of real-life farming pictures of his farm that they run up in, oh man, I don't want to say where now because I can't recall if it's British Columbia that he's in, but he's up there somewhere farming tons and tons of acres, so we're looking forward to trying to get it right, I'll say. And I've got enough people in the community now to educate me and call me out when I'm doing it wrong. So that's how I like it. I like to learn and try and do something a little bit more realistic. And but yeah, back to the FS22 question there, or comment. The augers and grain bins stuff I'm super excited for. Seeing that they've officially partnered with a big name like Meridian, and seeing that they've got real augers and bins on the their materials already. They've announced it. That's really exciting. The only thing that I don't know yet, and I'm really hoping for, will the bins and augers be set up the right way, like the GTX script versions in Farm Sim, where they can only hold one crop at a time? Please, Giants, please. One crop at a time in bins. None of this shared inventory nonsense. I want realism with my bins. I don't care if they have to do that for like their silo systems and stuff, because it's too hard to keep track of. That makes total sense to me. But if I place an individual bin and I have to use an auger to fill it, it should only hold one crop. That's my soapbox for tonight. Scott, appreciate the kind words there in chat. Awesome streams. You're from Trenton? Well, that's not overly far from me. Sniper Steve, go Canada. Exactly. I've been surprised. We got a ton of Canadian channel members, or, you know, people in the community. Juan, I am in Michigan at present. I was originally born in Minnesota, and that's where most of my real-life farming experience is from, but I currently live in Michigan. Ryan Want, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir, as always. Hope you're doing well, man. We also have a huge Michigan community in Farm Sim in general, I find out. So I won't name names, but I have been talking to a number of different modders in the community, and they're all in Michigan. I'm like, how many modders are in Michigan? And they're like, oh, well, have you heard of this guy and that guy and this guy? Like, they're all in Michigan too. I'm like, no way, that's really cool. So at some point, we're gonna have to arrange for the Michigan Farm Sim user group or something. Get a bunch of us together and, you know, just say howdy do. Juan, we almost went out to Grand Rapids for the weekend, but we're gonna go up to the Thumb instead. My wife was looking at some Airbnbs. We actually usually go out to the west side of the state there, somewhere around Grand Rapids, or, you know, there's a few other small towns over there that we like to go hang out in. Lots of great state parks as well. So. Oh, and we're what? 25 minutes in and I'm not drinking water, so give me a second to catch up. We don't want to lose our voice before the stream ends. That's no fun for anybody. Toby, I know what those of us that like realism want. Only one crop. Which crop is that? I'm trying to remember. But with how the game plays, I wouldn't be surprised if they hold multiple crops like they do now. Remember? About consoles. Well, and I mean, that is part of it, right? Is that they are trying to cater to that console audience. I get that from a business perspective, but oh yeah, the one crop, I'm sorry, I misread your comment. I thought you were talking about a specific crop that you wanted. You're replying to my bin rant because I'm delayed by a minute or two here with the way YouTube streams work. But yeah, no, I hear you. That's one of those things. But it should be able to be done on consoles, if especially if Giants implements it, so we'll see how it works. Brian, you guys go up to Jackson State Park? Nice. I don't think I've been there. John Deere Farms, welcome to the stream, man. Auntie Spenny, come to Bear Lake. Yeah, I think we're going to be out on shoreline for the Great Lake here. What is that, Lake Superior up there? Jeez, I should know this. I've lived in Michigan long enough. I should probably learn which Great Lake is which, but that is something I haven't gotten around to here yet. Brian Rutherford, I saw they started up Fact Sheet Fridays again already, although with an early release, so I'm really hoping we get some tomorrow as well. That would be nice. But it's cool to start seeing the fact sheets because they're like little tidbits of information kind of hidden in those. Like the fact that there's a weight limit on trailers now in addition to its capacity. I thought that was a really cool addition. And it's one of those options that they showed in the settings screen can be turned on and off. So I'm really looking forward to that. Kyle, you got to jump. Wife is going out of town for a bridal party. Oh, yeah. Yep, I know how that goes. My wife is actually going to be going out of town for a work trip here coming up shortly, too. And so we've been trying to squeeze in some quality time here with what little free time we get after the kids are all in bed. So I can appreciate that for sure. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. And to spending, I have actually been up to Manistee before. That is a really beautiful area. Will K, I'm definitely going to get FS22. In fact, you know, I'll be so bold as to say as soon as it comes out with how many cool things are come to FS22, including seasons and bins and US style equipment, I will most likely be switching the channel over to FS22 pretty quickly when it comes out, if not immediately. So I'm going to try and time things so that most of our series are going to wrap up right around that time, and we can jump right into it. You guys traded in an 8RX for a 9RX. That's a good upgrade. I'm still a big fan of the 8RX. It's my favorite tractor, but if you need more ponies, the 9RX is the way to go. I saw that they've got a 9RX 640 now with the bigger engine option. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that thing. I know somebody who's got 2 of them ordered for next year already. So hopefully next year I'll get to go out there and check out the new 9RXs with the big 640 engines in them. It's going to be so much fun. I think they can be tuned up to like 690 some horsepower. Lots of fun. So I'm trying to decide how much of this grass I want to mow. I'm tempted to mow all of it and just get a huge stockpile of hay so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. But I don't know. We'll see how much my tolerance is for doing the same job tonight. Brandy, what model windrower is that? This is the W235. This was released by Polycount modding on the in-game mod hub, so you can actually go and get this on both console and PC right from the in-game mod hub. It's a pretty slick mod, it's pretty detailed, and I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like is that it spins out when you turn sometimes, and that's not really Polycount's fault. That's just a function of kind of how farm sim driving physics works with this style machinery. Will, what am I planning for FS22? The Gambit, all of it. We're going to be doing Let's Play videos right out of the gate on the US map. We're going to be jumping into doing tutorials and talking about how to use all the crazy new stuff that they've got in there, because they've added a ton of stuff to FS22. And so I'll probably start out with the stuff that's new to FS22 from 19, but then I'm probably actually going to go back and do a full set of tutorials for all the things in Farm Sim, because I expect a lot like Farm Sim 19 that FS22, because it looks so good, they're going to pick up a ton of new players, people that are new to the game. But I think most of my community has played FS19, and I want to kind of help them get from 19 to 22, because it looks like there's just going to be a ton of stuff. I mean, they've added rocks, they've added seasons, and made some changes to it. They've got production capabilities. You've got this new weight mechanics. Like, there's just a lot going on there. So that's kind of the plan. Alright, so I think we've got all this. We've got just a little bit left up here on the top side of the contour. What's the difference between the 2-pack of FS22 you can buy through Giants? I think that there is a, like, there's the base game one, and then there's what did they call it? Year 1 or something like that? I forget what they called it. But essentially it contains the DLCs that are going to be available that you could pick up from the season pass. And so there's, they've already got the next 4 DLCs planned for the game and kind of announced what they're going to be about without telling you exactly what they are, to encourage people to buy the season pass. Do you get the update they have out for it? Brian, I'm not sure. I'm using a version that Polycount sent me at some point, so I might not even be using the original released version at this point. I might need to double check and see if there isn't a newer version of this out there that I should pick up. Paul Mitchell, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Josh, I've already bought the normal copy of the game. I've bought the I bought that on Steam. I bought a collector's edition online through another retailer, and then from Giants, I'm probably going to buy a 3rd copy of the game that has the season pass included in it. And partly that's because I do actually use multiple copies of the game depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I need to have another character logged in if I'm doing certain things, testing multiplayer servers, etc. So it's always handy to have a couple copies of the game available. And at some point, if I didn't want to host multiplayer through a 3rd party, then I could also use the key from one of those to host a dedicated server on my own network. However, you know, I thought that was going to be something I was going to be doing here because I have, you know, servers and stuff to host things on. But I've just recently become a partner with G-Portal. And so if you're looking to get dedicated servers for Farming Simulator, you can use my code. There's a link in the description of my videos, and get 5% off of your hosting with G-Portal. So they've been kind enough to partner with, allow me to partner with them, and they've set me up with some free credits here to be able to host another server for the community. And so we may see a return of the public multiplayer server here in the near future. We'll have to see. It's a little bit of time to manage it, though. That's the problem. So, Brian, appreciate you coming out to the stream. I hope you feel better soon, sir. Have a good one. Take it easy. And good to see you, sir. J. Joe, welcome to the stream, sir. You'll be disappointed we're not doing multiplayer tonight. I had planned to open this up to the members, but life got in the way today, so we're going to do some grass work on our own and save silage for Tuesday. Matt, welcome to the stream. Home phone in the chat again. Welcome. Good to see you as always. Hayes, have a good one, sir. We've been, it's funny, we were doing a ton of multiplayer there for a little while, and I've taken a break for the last 2.5 weeks now, and so next week we're going to do multiplayer one way or the other, so stay tuned. I've got 2 different things in the works for that, so one of them will pan out. Alright, so we've mowed, whoa, spinning out. Stay with me here, mower. Oh my goodness. There we go. We've got it. We've done 2 fields here. Let's get up to the road and we'll take a look at the map for a second. Oh, well, this field next to me looks like it's ready to harvest, but it's not. I know we talked about this last stream. This is just an oddity with seasons. If I get my little multi-tool out here... Yeah, 83%. We've got 1 more growth stage to go here. Yeah, J. Joe, this is a W200. That's the windrower we've got here on this farm. Let's get going here. So we're going to keep doing these contours. I think we're going to go for the gambit. We're going to get as much hay as we can. I've been thinking about it here for the last few minutes. Whoops. And it helps when you turn on your mower. There we go. Much better. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. Juan, have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Rowanator, you didn't get a notification. You gotta hit that bell, man. You gotta hit the little bell to get the notifications. YouTube has been disabling the bell now on people. Like, if you have it set up to get notifications for your favorite YouTuber, and then you don't watch their videos when you get notified, they'll actually turn it off after a while. So pay attention to that. It's something I just learned about and read an article about here in the last, I don't know, a couple of weeks here. So they didn't used to do that. It's always something with YouTube, though. Will K, yeah, get the realistic steering mod. So for most of my vehicles, it's not a problem. It's just this one that I have a little bit of an issue with. And what happens is with the realistic steering mod, I don't like it because it messes up how I drive with all my other vehicles. So this one's just a problem because the back end loses traction here. I am using the steering wheel tonight, so the actual, fine tuning of the steering should be a little bit easier. Oh. And I've got a squeaky chair. My chair has all of a sudden started squeaking and making tons of noise lately. So it's always something over here. Strictly Limited, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Appreciate the kind words. We've been having a ton of fun with the videos on the channel lately. I had gotten to a point with Farm Sim. I've been doing Farm Sim now for 3 years. I've been posting not quite daily content, but nearly daily content over the course of 3 years. And I was getting a little bit worn out, but now I'm getting back into it. I'm feeling excited, especially with FS22 coming out. But even with FS19, there's so many great mods out. So tons of fun things to do still. Forward Ag, welcome to the stream, man. It's always good to see ya. Hope you're doing well, sir. Oh my goodness, we're getting into the field here. Not that it matters, there's nothing out there, but I don't need to be chewing up dirt clumps with the blades here. Henrik, do I know Daggerwin? I do not. I know of him. I've watched a ton of his videos. In fact, he was the first Farm Sim YouTuber that I ever watched. And when I decided to start my YouTube channel, in the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping to be, similar to Daggerwin's style, but a more US farming focus. So in some ways, I have drawn a lot of inspiration from his YouTube channel, but I've never had the opportunity to talk to him, so hopefully someday it would be great to get to talk to him. We'll go in cab here for just a bit. Make sure I'm actually mowing first. Oh my goodness, I'm missing up on the chats. Brandy, do they have a Massey Ferguson windrower in Farm Sim? I want to say they do. I don't have a mod of that in my mod directory, but I'm almost positive I've seen a Massey Ferguson windrower. Or maybe it was a swather that I saw. I can't recall now. But, yeah, Jacob, I'm definitely looking forward to Farm Sim 22. James Road, appreciate you coming out to the stream, man. And, yeah, every once in a while you just gotta kind of reset. And actually that's, cleanse the palate a little bit, and take a break and do something else. And so I started earlier this year I started it, but the last couple of weeks I've been posting videos on another channel. And so I've been I started up a new YouTube channel called Kettert Builds, and I'll be posting videos about factory building, crafting type games over there, base building type games. And so it gives me a little bit of something different to push some things out on and kind of mix things up a little bit. but it won't get nearly the attention that the Kedrick Farms videos do. This is definitely still the full-time focus, so. Derek, you guys just moved to Central Alberta, saw a combine driving down the road in real life. Funny thing was, he didn't hit the bridge or go the wrong way down the highway. Oh man, he's not doing it right then. You gotta go down the wrong way. It's the only way to get some excitement out there. J. Joe, what wheel do I use? I use the Logitech G920. Along with the shifter that you can get as an accessory for that wheel. I don't know if I can drive from a front-on approach and read chat. Apparently the answer is no, based on how much swerving I'm doing. I always try to give you a little bit of a different camera angle from time to time, but it's just not going to happen. Robin, there you go. Yeah, Massey Swather, that's where I probably saw it, was Sirius posted it on one of his Facebook pictures at some point. ArgZ Gaming, welcome to the stream, sir. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, no problem on the audio stuff. I'm always happy to help out. I may not always have an answer, but if I do, I'm happy to share. It's funny is I started commenting on a different YouTuber, just some random guy on YouTube that I watch for some game I play on my phone, of all things. And I joined his Discord server just to follow along. I've never said a word in it. And he reached out to me today, or yesterday. He pinged me on Discord, DM, and he's like, hey dude, like, you've got a pretty successful Farm Sim YouTube channel. I love Farm Sim. And so we've been talking the last couple of days, and it's cool. Just like some random guy I found on YouTube, then I'm watching his videos for, you know, a mobile game, and he's apparently a closet Farm Sim fan. He says he can't admit it because his wife gives him a really hard time when he starts playing Farm Sim. So he's apparently a closet Farm Sim fan. But we've been hitting it off pretty good, and it's funny, I was actually swapping OBS tips and tricks with him earlier today too, trying to help him figure out why his streams are lagging out and why he can't record at a high FPS rate. And so it's one of the things that I love about being part of the YouTube community is that, you know, I feel like a lot of the content creators I run into are just great stand-up people that are trying to help each other out. You know, we could all be like, you know, competitive and, you know, I'm not going to share the secrets, but instead, at least all the content creators I've run across are just straight up good people trying to help each other out. So that's my story of the day. Henrik, good deal. You pre-ordered FS22. Well, I'm excited for it as well. And for anybody else out there that's thinking about pre-ordering Farm Sim 22, there's a link in the description of my video here. If you use the Kedrick Farms code when you check out, it helps the channel out. If I forget what it is now, but something like 10 more pre-orders, I think I'm going to get to the next level of partner status with Giants, which means I might get an early access to Farm Sim 22 and could start putting out some videos for you guys a few days early. So let me know if that's something you'd like to do by pre-ordering Farm Sim 22 using my code. And if you're enjoying the stream tonight, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out quite a bit. Ford Ag, you're doing good. Just finished the everlasting plumbing on the 9500. Nice. I've been rambling here. I'm behind on chat. Will K, what happened to the Susquehanna River Valley series? We finished out the year. A lot of times when I run series, especially when there's so many maps coming out, I usually only run a series for one game year. This series will be an exception to that. I will run this one for 2 because a lot of the cow mechanics aren't really going to kick in here until we get into the winter months. So we'll run this one for another full season, but a lot of series I'll just run for one season, or one game year with seasons. Randy Springer, Retro Mods, started a Massey Heston windrower but hasn't mentioned it lately. Yeah, a few. I saw that Retro Mods actually has been a little bit more active lately, though, I think. I've seen a few posts from him, just not on the windrower. James, I have not tried a Thrustmaster wheel. Honestly, I wouldn't even know where to go to try one out before I buy it. That's the problem is, I hate buying things without trying them, especially hardware. But I don't have a lot of great places where I can go and, like, demo something like that in my area. Yeah, Argsy, that was, you know, just continuing on the content creator thing, but it's been interesting to me because I heard all of this negativity from people when I first started getting into YouTube about how cutthroat the content creators could be, but I just haven't seen it, which is good. For once, I'm pleasantly surprised with how happy and positive and supportive people can be in the world. J. Joe, would I suggest getting FS22 on Steam or from Giants? That's really up to your personal preference on how you like to keep and manage your games. I will say that Giants is going to be a digital download as well, so you're going to be able to download that directly from their site and install it. I think they've said that all the DLCs can be applied to the Steam and Epic copies of the game. I want to say I saw them put that in a post somewhere, but I'd have to find it to verify that. There we go. HUD off, camera outside. Brandy, your dad just got done cutting Milo. Nice. There is a lot of farmers out there doing a lot of jobs right now. It's that time of the year. Yeah, Derek, that's a great point too. You know, one of the great things about the community is that, you know, we all kind of go out and try to support each other and try to learn from each other. I know FSG has taught me so much about video editing and thumbnails and just composition of stuff as well. He's been a great friend of the channel for a long time, as well as Argsy. And it's not just the content creators, it's also the modders. I mean, I've got a number of modders in the community that are super active on the Discord server. In fact, Perma's Modding is even a staff member for the channel, so it's always awesome seeing so many people in the community kind of come together. Well, there you go, Brian Rutherford with the confirmation, straight from Giants. And so that's the how I'll probably end up getting my DLCs is I'll buy the DLCs from Giants, the season pass, and then install those on my Steam copy. Didn't they mention they would have their own game launcher for easy updates? I think Giants is doing a lot more with it because I saw some different menu options on the front menu as well. And I'm curious, I know they're working on an overhaul to the Giants editor, or the Giants editor, to the Mod Hub. So I'm really curious to see what Giants does with it. Justin, this is your next job on this map as well. Bought the Pottinger triple mowers for the job. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, I like this windrower, and it's speedy, but I just wish it was wider. So we're gonna, I can't remember how much is left up here, if I've still got one more pass that I need to make on the north side. Looks like I've got at least a little bit here either way. Brandy, you can actually get Gleaner Combines in FarmSim. Not the base game, but you can download them as a mod now. So it looks like this is going to be my last pass here. Yeah, Justin, you went with the wide mowers because you have to do it all yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, like you mentioned, there's no hiring a worker here. I guess I could probably do a course play type thing, record the boundaries, but it's just a wonky field. Pleasant View Farms keeps trying to convince me to just plow this all into one big field. I'm getting tempted. I won't lie, I've been tempted to do that here a couple of times. Carla, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Alright, whoops, oversteer. Looks like we've got 2 more of these that we need to knock out. Unfortunately, there isn't any Gleaner Combine mobs that are that good. Yeah, that's maybe true. I know at least one of them was a little bit poorer quality, but I've seen one that wasn't too bad. Yeah, J-Joe, I put a tutorial video together on how to add your logo to things a while back now. So just search for Kedrick Farms add logo and you should find it. It's been a fairly popular video, actually. Lots of people like tossing their logo on things. Myself included. That's why I put together a video for it. Carla can't wait to play the game with FS22. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to FS22 myself. We're missing a whole bunch of grass over here. Let's see if we can work our way over to the edge of the field here. Yeah, that's the tougher part, is actually making the logo. That I don't have as much advice for. That one's requires creativity. Here's Stranded Canson with the link. Welcome to the stream, sir. Always good to see ya. My YouTube stats keep jumping all over the place right now, so I don't even know which numbers to trust, but hopefully it's not lagging out on anybody and that's just a reporting issue on my end. We're gonna be careful to not run over a row of corn here, hopefully. And yeah, Carla, it looks like the base game is a lot better for FS22 out of the box than FS19. They've added a ton of cool things that are right in my wheelhouse, the kinds of things that I like to see in the game, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, Brian, it's interesting. I've actually not been playing Farm Sim that long. I started playing with Farm Sim 17 and, you know, kind of jumped into 19 is where I really started getting into it and doing the more advanced stuff. I don't know that I even used seasons that much in 17, maybe for a few games. Justin, I've seen Ryan with How Farms Works run over corn many times mowing their strips. Yeah, exactly. I used to watch a lot of How Farms Works. I haven't been keeping up with it as much lately, but he's a pretty funny guy. Pretty honest videos too. Like he didn't shy away from showing it when he did stupid stuff like that. So good deal. Appreciate the feedback, Brian. Oh yeah, we know Nagi lives in an igloo. That's a fact. Oh, I'm trying to read chat. Almost ran into the corn. There's a difference between catching a row of corn and driving the mower head on into the corn. Henrik, appreciate the support there, man. Autumn Oaks is a great map. I love Autumn Oaks, and this has been a great edit to Autumn Oaks. Oh, we're stuck in the trees. Let's see if that helps. Oh man, we might finish this up within an hour. We're getting close. Derek, do you have indoor plumbing yet, Nagi? We have it in our new place. Nice. I think that's one of the things I like most about most of the Canadian members of the community is they've got a great sense of humor. Yeah, I'm actually surprised there, Brian. I thought sure I was going into that cornfield. I think I'm still like a little jittery from my oldest son's driving test today, so I'm trying to be on extra good behavior and not crash into anything since I spent the better part of the day yelling at him not to crash into anything and to please not kill me or the driving instructor during his tests. So we had a successful driving test. Now I can finally like wind down a little bit. Then very high-strung all day. Trailer Park Farms, welcome to the stream, man. Just saddling up your moose as you speak. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, we've actually, Trailer Park Farms has just had a cool mod that he released here. A weigh house. I don't even know what you call it, but essentially a scale house. There you go. Where you can weigh your trucks in and out of places. And so I've got a video that I recorded for that needs to hit the channel here. It got stuck in editing, and hopefully it's going to come out here probably on Saturday now, but I think that mod released on Monday, which is like a lot of Trailer Park Farms' other stuff, is another amazing placeable building mod. So very cool. Alright, let's get going back down this path. So this part's actually somewhat straight, so maybe I could make my life easy on myself a little bit. And we could actually turn on GPS for the long strips. Let's see. There we go. I like it. That'll work perfectly. Derek, you have to have a good sense of humor. No indoor plumbing and living in an igloo. How else do you survive? Exactly. Joey, couldn't get silage from silage corn on this map. Do I know why? Well, we haven't actually done the silage yet. In fact, this is our silage corn to my left-hand side here. But you have to plant the silage corn type to begin with. And then it should just be... what do you call it? It should just come out as maize silage when you use an appropriate header. I think he had a pack of headers that you use. I don't recall. We're going to find out here on Tuesday, though. So if I run into any issues, Tuesday's live stream will be the one where I'm sorting out how silage corn works. Justin, we're going to bale this. We got a cut of alfalfa that we're going to turn into haylage in our back field here. So if I pop open the map for a second here, save our game is a good idea. Anyway, this whole back section we cut last stream, that's all going to be haylage from the alfalfa. Farmer Bradley, how do you download the fill level indicator? You tried searching for it and couldn't find anything. That should be on the in-game mod hub. It's gonna be called, it's fill level indicator or fill level warning or something like that. Unfortunately, the in-game mod hub does not allow for you to search like multiple words very easily. And so what I would do is search for that on Google, but then look for a link that points to the mod hub. It may also, if you look at the, what's it called? If you are on the in-game mod hub, click the category and limit it to the combine category or the harvester category. And I think it's tagged with the harvester tag. Toby, if Sid or Custom would put out a Gleaner Combine mod, it would be good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wish those guys just had unlimited free time and could crank out all the mods that that we all desired. because their quality is top notch. J. Joe, is there an Arkansas-based map? I gotta say yes. Man, was it Big H that was doing some different maps down in that area, maybe? And also, wasn't No Creek Farms down that way somewhere? I want to say No Creek Farms was Arkansas. And then Brian, yeah, fill level warning. That sounds right. Yeah, I'm trying to think where No Creek Farms is located state-wise. It's somewhere down south like Arkansas. And MRG did a great job editing that map for FS19. Oh no, we're having hiccups. Appreciate the comment there, Alan. I see the red indicator coming on now. I'm going to give it just a second here. Hopefully it'll stabilize. It looks like I'm getting my kilobits per second back up again. Hopefully it's balancing itself back up here. And all these yellow warnings are going to go away on my other monitor. Got the big YouTube bad things are happening warning up here. Which is funny because I've got the best internet Comcast still sell. My next investment, if we get the channel up to kind of the next level, if I double the channel here, we're gonna get fiber at the house. But it costs quite a bit to get fiber run in our area, so I've got to get quite a few more people in the stream, or subscribers and views before we can get to that point. But that would definitely solve some of these problems. But it looks like it's starting to balance back out here. Hopefully it's working. My stream health says that it's had an error at 10 o'clock, but nothing since then. So you guys let me know if we're still having issues. I've got a green on my OBS window, so I assume YouTube is going to get right back up here in a second. Farmer Bradley, your birthday's coming up. You're going to be 32. Well, happy birthday this weekend. Yeah, Alan, we were talking about that last stream. We got a youngin' here in chat now. All the rest of us getting up into the 40s and 50s. The worst power supply in Michigan, exactly. I've got a UPS now. I replaced the battery, and we lost power while I was recording a couple days ago, and my computer didn't shut off. It's amazing. So that was $100 well spent getting the battery replaced for that thing. Yeah, Stranded is a youngin'. Yeah, Stranded. He passed his test. You think he's gonna look at another driving video? He's done. He's like, I passed. I got this. I don't know. I don't need to learn anything else. Oh goodness. Am I planning on keeping on full time with the channel? Absolutely, Sniper Steve. In fact, we kind of tapered down for a couple of weeks there. I mean, I had surgery and a bunch of other stuff going on. But now that I'm getting back to things, and next week the kids go back to school, the plan is to get back to a full channel schedule here next week again. It might take a couple days to have the free time to make all the content, but with the kids in school and the oldest finally being able to drive himself here soon, my free time goes up by about 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm going to get back here starting next week. And so 3 to 4 hours a day of free time back on my plate is gonna be another video a day that I could put together and edit. So I know a lot of people were concerned with my announcement today around having a second YouTube channel, but Farm Sim is definitely the most important thing on my plate at the moment. And so I expect to have a bunch of videos coming out here soon. In fact, I really want to see get through, like, I've got 3 more series that I know I want to run, and it's already September. Like, I've got to get all 3 of these series out and run through before November, which means I got to get them started here next week. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Lots of stuff. Bronson Farms, you're 15. Nice. I've got a 16-year-old son. Alan, getting hammered playing baseball is cheaper. Exactly. All right, let's see. Glove box, you're right down the road from me. It's all good. You say that now, but the teenager's about to be driving on the road, so I don't know. Anybody that lives near me may want to just watch out for a while. Randy, I'm not sure what their plans are for the new game in Nintendo Switch. I think that they've done the mobile version of the game on Nintendo Switch, so that was the FS20. So that you might have to wait for whatever their next mobile iteration is, if that's going to be FS23 or what, I don't know. All right, let's see here. We're almost there. We've got, I think I'm not going to do the strip over where the equipment is, but I am going to do this strip. And then I think that's going to be the end of the grass cutting that I'm going to do. Will K, I don't know. I've never done a series on Bucks County, I don't think. If I did, it was a while back, and it was in my time-lapse days if I did. J. Joe, that's a great idea. I know Farm Sim Guy did one of his setup, and that video did way better than I thought it would. I wouldn't have thought anybody had really cared what my PC setup and all that looks like. I did post some pictures a while ago, but I have changed my setup quite a bit since then. And so maybe I'll do something like that, just as a fun one-off video one day. You know, just to fill in a spot somewhere. We'll see. Lamborghini Freak, welcome to the stream. It's always good to see you. Happy birthday to you, sir. But yeah, Sniper Steve, I'm appreciate it. Glad you like the content. And there's going to be a lot more coming. We were just talking earlier, more Canadian content here on the channel. I want to do another big Canada farm before we're done with FS19. So looking forward to getting that series up and running here before the end. It's so weird to talk about Farm Sim 19 like it's dying or something. It's going away. I mean, it's still going to be here, but I am going to be moving on, so I'm looking forward to 22. Looking forward to it. Yeah, J-Joe, it's funny how many messages around that I get. I've been tempted to try and do an RP series at some point, a roleplay series. I'm not sure I'd be great at it by myself, but it would be really fun to do with a few other people. I've had more than a dozen people tell me to join the Squad's roleplay series along with the other guys on that series, but it's like, I don't know any of those guys, so I can't just invite myself to their YouTube thing, but I would love to play with those guys at some point if the opportunity ever arose. But I have no contacts into that whole group of people, so I've been enjoying their content, though. I really like what Formal Pickle's doing with running the co-op. That's been kind of fun to see his stuff, too. It's a great idea. I might have to see if I can figure out how to do something a little bit more roleplay style, though, and reach out to some of the other content creators that I do network with and see if we can find a way to set that up. I think part of the problem is that most of the content creators that I've hung out with are people like ArgZ and FSG, and there's huge time zone differences for us, so trying to coordinate a multiplayer series is always interesting when you're talking about you know, anywhere from 5 to 12 hours of time zone difference. But that's one of the things on my, I'll say, farm sim bucket list, is to do a multiplayer roleplay series with a few other content creators. I think it would be a ton of fun. Yeah, it looks like everybody's answered that question. I'm a little bit behind, but Henrik, yeah, I usually stream for a couple hours from 9 to 11 Eastern time. Alright, we're almost done cutting grass here. This is probably the longest I've ever cut grass in Farm Sim in one sitting. Outside of that stream where I had to do it like 3 times in a row on the same field, which reminds me, we need to save the game. It's been a nice long run. It's been, what, 2 streams we haven't had any crashes, knock on wood. So hopefully that's a streak that's going to continue here for us. We're almost there, though. We've got, what, 3 more passes here? Oh, goodness. Crash counter is at 0 tonight, Zimmy. Yeah, Pep, that's exactly the case. I've every time I say stuff is going well is just inviting Murphy to come visit. Yeah, it's funny, we've been driving, not, I wouldn't say great, you know, I'm not the best driver in Farm Sim for sure, but we've been doing pretty good tonight. I'm looking forward to, so I've got so many big plans. I'll probably start sharing some of my ideas out on the community tab in YouTube and opening up some polls for the community to start voting on how we should wrap up our Farm Sim 19 presence here over the next couple of months. So, like I said, I've got so many great ideas that I haven't gotten a chance to do yet that I'll probably have to put a poll out there and see, let people pick between a few options for a couple of my upcoming series, since there won't be enough time to do everything that I want to do. And so I'm excited about a lot of my ideas, but I'm also realistic, I'll say, about how much we can get done. And so, you know, to a degree, part of running the Farm Sim channel here is about interaction with the community, and you know, at the end of the day, it's what you guys want to see on the channel. So we'll get some polls out next week. We'll put together some polls, have some better thought out plans for the next few series, and we'll see which one we're going to launch next based on what people are interested in most. Do a video where you play with your kids. My kids, so my oldest doesn't have any interest whatsoever in playing Farm Sim. I've tried a few times to get him in here, but not going to happen. My youngest loves it, but he's not quite old enough to kind of actually play the game here. He pretty much just gets in something and runs around the map and tries to crash into things. Although I did do a video with him just for fun. He wanted to record a video. And so we recorded a video a little bit ago, and I shared it with his grandparents, but I haven't put it up on the channel yet. But maybe I'll have to edit that down a little bit and put something together to put on the channel at some point. It might be kind of funny. Polycount Taz, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see ya. We're putting your mower to work here, getting some of our grass cut here so we can make some hay. Alright, let's see here. We had a little bit here that I missed, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. Yeah, I'm not using the 1.2 version of the mower, I'm almost positive. I'm horrible about updating mods. I pretty much get a mod, and as long as it works, I forget all about it and just keep using the version I've got in my mod folder. Yeah, Stranded, exactly. He is so looking forward to it. I told him that I've found some people that have a real combine that he can sit in, and he won't stop talking about it. He's super excited. So, and we got to get down and visit Pleasant View Farms here in the next few weeks as well. He's within easy driving distance of me and has invited me to come out and visit the farm. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Noah, I have 2 kids. The oldest is 16. Just got passed his driving test today. So we got to take him down to Secretary of State and make it official. And I have a 4-year-old. And the 4-year-old is, they're both they're a handful, let me put it that way. On any given day, one of the 2 of them is throwing a fit about something, it feels like. But they're good kids. They're good kids. Myro, you're almost 40 and you'd be excited about playing with the Combine. Exactly. I'm going to be 40 this year myself as well. And I'm super excited to get to go ride in a Combine, so I can't wait. It's funny as I almost always have Discord on. I have 4 monitors in my setup, and I almost always have Discord on. And I've been having to call my staff team out lately because they're always posting stuff that just cracks me up. And I've been recording videos lately, you know, and during the day, and they keep making me laugh while I'm in the middle of recording or live streams, and it's not fair. So we're going to, let's see, we're done mowing. This is as much mowing as I can handle in one sitting. So we're going to run this thing back up to the farm here. Although we do have this large area right here we could mow, but we're not going to do it. We're gonna leave that section. So we're going to run this back up here and park it. And Perma's showed me how to use my rock picker after the last time's stream where I embarrassed myself by not even knowing how to turn it on. And so apparently that thing works really well if you turn it on. So all the problems and issues that I was running into last time are not actual problems. So I'm going to have to finish testing that out for him, and hopefully we'll get this rock picker released soon. Poly count, been doing great. Doing great. Hope you're doing well as well, sir. Sniper Steve, you took your 2-year-old for a ride in a John Deere 6 Series feeding heifers and he loved it. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get him in a tractor. Like, we have a small utility tractor. I've got a, what is it, a 1025R. And, you know, so it's not a real tractor, but it's a tractor enough. And every time I go out to mow the yard, he has to come out and drive it around. And so I shared a video with my staff team. That's a video I should put on YouTube of him just driving around the yard with it. And he is good. He's got it down. He can't reach the pedals, but he can do everything else. He's really good at driving. He's got good awareness of how wide the tractor is, so he hasn't run into anything with the mower deck or anything. So I was super excited, super proud. And then we had to move a whole bunch of wood chips. And so I taught him how to use the front loader, because I've got a bucket on the front of it, and he knows how to grab the joystick there and do all the front loader controls on the tractor while driving it and everything. The only thing I had to do was the pedals, and I was impressed. He did so awesome with it, and so that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm trying, you know, even though we don't live on a farm or near a farm, I'm trying to share that joy of getting to drive a tractor that I had when I was a younger person. I'm telling stories here and not reading chat. I apologize. Luke, I don't have the hayloft trigger on this map. interesting. You must be using an older version, or you didn't start a new save when you upgraded to a new version of the map. And there's some things you might have had to do for that, because there's definitely a hayloft trigger out in front. Toby Neal, as a farmer, I'd be excited to have someone come run a combine once in a while, you know. After been in the thing for 3 weeks solid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll make it all the way out to Nebraska there, but at some point I would love to come check out your operation there, Toby. Alright, we're gonna try and rake this up a little bit. We're doing a terrible job, though. Here, let's see if I can at least get lined up here without causing a mess. The trees got me. Oh, and then I did it again. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Oh my goodness. Trying to read chat. Going all over the place. There we go. Good deal. Rake this hay up. Marshall, you run a couple thousand acres, you might be able to help out. Nice. I wish I knew someone near you that felt the same. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, if there was a farmer nearby, like, he wouldn't even have to pay me. I would come out and learn how to do it, and I would run a combine, I would run a grain cart, tillage equipment. I'd do that job for, like, not forever, but I would do a full week's worth of work, not, you know, on farmer hours, right? You know, which is working hard. I would do, you know, a full week for free just for the experience and the nostalgia once a year. Absolutely. Marshall, welcome to the channel. Just subbed, farm a couple thousand acres, chopping corn and hay for dairy cows. Nice. Yeah, that's something I didn't do a lot of. I've been on a few dairy farms. I worked for a dairy farmer briefly. Or no, I'm sorry. A buddy of mine worked for the dairy farmer, but farmhands kind of got shared around a lot, so I went out and helped out a few times. But I've never gotten to chop corn, at least not with more modern style setup. We did it with a old pull behind setup one time, but that was it. So that's something that I would really like to go out and see a full large scale silage operation at some point. It'd be a lot of fun. Bryson, I can't even talk tonight. How's my day going? It's going good. Other than being a bit tongue-tied tonight, apparently. But that's nothing new for me. Oh my goodness, we're going all over the place. And I didn't mean to hit that button. Nice American rake mod has been released, and I'm still using this silly thing. This is the rake we had. I'm pretty sure it was the same brand and everything. This is what we had on the farm. This is grass, Derek, so I'm not doing what I did last time. I'm not doing it ahead of time. This is, well, it's not grass. This is our alfalfa. And so I am raking this up into windrows so that we can, we're going to use the pickup on it and turn this into haylage. So this is going to be our haylage for mixing feed here, because it yields so much better than the grass does. So I'm going to use the grass to turn that into hay bales. And then the way that Diniz Farms has the alfalfa scripted out is that when you cut it or you mow it like this, it turns into grass just to make life easier on the game mechanics. And so it looks like grass, but it's actually alfalfa. Toby Neal, you don't know a farmer out here that would turn down anyone that would work a week for free. It's funny is that I've reached out to a few of the farms in the area. Like, I know a bunch of farmers in Minnesota and people who work on farms, and a lot of the farms have consolidated, and so they're these much bigger operations. And I've been putting the feelers out, and I'm like, it's been a little while since I've been in a tractor, but I have, you know, a lot of experience from back in the day, and I'm willing to come out and learn, you know. And it's not like I'm some punk kid, right? I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm willing to come out and run a, you know, piece of tillage equipment or do whatever job you need me to do for a week. And, you know, pretty much like, I'm not sure we feel comfortable, you know, letting anybody in. There's a lot of insurance obligations and this, that, and everything else. And I'm like, I get it, that's okay. But I was surprised. I thought sure I was going to get somebody to take me up on the offer. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I think that was, you know, part of the, like, you know, I'm not looking to go muck out the barn. Come on back. You can do it, YouTubes. You can do it. It looks like the stream might be coming back slowly but surely. We'll give it a second to stabilize here. Hopefully you guys are seeing me. We're gonna start moving and grooving here because I know the stream always takes a minute or two to come back. It's always something, but I do appreciate the quick pings by the staff team there in Discord. That helped me out a lot to see the stream went out on your end probably a good 10-15 seconds before I get a notification, unfortunately. So the stream is going to be just a bit hiccupy here. I do apologize. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. It will stabilize at some point here. This is completely on the YouTube end of things for once. My internet and everything on my end is appearing to be fine. So we'll just keep going here on the raking, and hopefully the Chop Fest resolves itself here shortly. Logan Sawyers, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. But yeah, it's always something here. That's what I get for saying everything's going fine without problems. Now we've got the problems. Bronson Farms, you guys own a big dairy in Manitoba. Manitoba. The B's silent, I know it. Toby, a few bigger farms can be finicky about who runs their equipment. Insurance is the pain. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's what I need to do. I just need to find a smaller farmer to go hang out with. But yeah, it's gonna be fun either way. I'm really trying to get going here a little bit earlier. It seems like harvest is starting early for a lot of people this year. There's just a lot more, well, not a lot more, I would just say that people are trying to get out in the fields a little bit sooner. I think partly, you know, and you see like guys like the Millennial Farmer are talking about it. You know, the crops are so dry and brittle that any weather we have now is just doing more and more damage to the crops. So hopefully farmers are going to be able to salvage something out of this year. I know it's not been horrible everywhere, but it's been a pretty rough year for a lot of farmers. Oh, it's not silent, Derek? Here I am stumbling through my Canadian pronunciations again. Stranded Canson, we have 1 million tons of silage, and we're at, wow, that's a lot of silage. 20 minutes outside Winnipeg, nice. So we're gonna live, I think we're gonna live with those 2 windrows there because that's 4 rows of the alfalfa here. So I'm just gonna grab, I think, these 2. and get a GPS track set up here to help keep us a little bit straighter, hopefully. Maybe if GPS was actually turned on, that'd be easier. Boom, there we go. Always easier with GPS. Yeah, Sniper Steve, all the Canadians. It's funny, I'm gonna have to just go and study my Canadian geography some, because every time it comes up, no matter what kind of question or comment it is, it seems I get it wrong. So with how many people from Canada I have in the community, I think I owe it to the community to study up a little bit. So Toby, that's a real problem. That's a big problem out here too. It's funny is like some stuff is open back up now, but they've had to close back down again because they can't find anybody to work. So, you know, it's a rough time. So we're gonna have to maybe we'll do a new a weekly spotlight on the channel. We'll call it Ask the Canucks, and they can educate me on something new each stream. We'll do a 5-minute learning session. Teach me something new about Canada. MD Gaming, yeah, Grant's corn looks beat up. I haven't watched his latest video. I know they just got the combine delivered. I gotta catch up on that. But his corn looks pretty beat up. But man, the Millennial Farmer's corn just looked devastated. Yeah, Alan, that's the thing is I need to follow through on the thing I always told myself when I was a younger person before I had kids, was that when I have kids, I'm gonna make them work on a farm for a summer and appreciate what a little manual labor feels like. So that's something that I haven't followed through on. I need to get him on a farm still and make the 16-year-old work for a summer. So yeah, if there's any farmers in the southeastern Michigan area that are looking for a parent-mandated child laborer, let me know. Bradley, what do I suggest for seasons on the Oklahoma map? You're doing 24-day seasons. Wow, that's a lot of days. I've never run that many seasons. The seasons creators generally recommend 9 days. So if you want to like kind of listen to what the actual creators of the mod recommend, 9 days is what they recommend. 6 days is the minimum you should run if you're trying to get all the different kinds of weather and stuff like that. 3 days causes some weird things to happen in the game. Mike N, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It will be a year for corn reels for sure, Sniper Steve. Exactly. Putin, or is it Poutine? I don't know how to pronounce that either, but I've had that. I worked in Toronto for quite a while, so I got to experience some of the local dishes, I'll say. And it's ironic, you know, you go up there and there's a bunch of different, you know, like Canadian dishes and different things. But there was this really amazing, like, Greek, like, hole-in-the-wall type takeout Greek place that I would go to for lunch. And it was just amazing. It was poutine. There you go, Ellen. But, yeah, I'm up there, and it's this little Greek family-run carry-out place, and it was amazing. And so they'd always try to get me to go out for lunch and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to get takeout from the place across the street and get back in the office and do some work. I'm only here for, you know, 3 days this week or whatever. Man, I'm going to alienate my entire Canadian audience. They're cringing every time I talk about anything from Canada. I can learn. I can be taught. But that was like an interesting experience because I'd never heard of it. So I got to experience it for the first time on my first work trip up to Toronto. And they take me to a place and it's just like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what this is. It was good. It was good. And it's one of those things like, I don't even want to try to describe it because there's so many different variations on it that I had while I was up there. And so it's one of those dishes that you think, oh, you know, I've had it, I know what it is, but it matters where you go to get it. There's different ways to prepare that dish, so. Marshall, you'd love to, but you're a long ways away. You're from here's Little Falls, Minnesota. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Minnesota originally myself. Looking forward to getting back out there here soon. Arksy, your cousin came back from living in Canada for a few years and has set up a poutine food truck here. It's tasty. Nice. Bringing the culture across the pond. All right, let's see. We're almost done here. We get all of this windrowed up. Well, here's my clock here. So I don't even know how long I've been going because I had to restart the stream from scratch. Looks like we've got, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes left. Nice. Ooh, pulled pork and bacon poutine. That sounds good. I need to go visit Robin. I don't think I can get into Canada yet. There's some restrictions at the border still, but my wife has already gotten excited. It's funny, she's not overly excited about farming in general, but I mentioned how much of a community we have from various parts of Canada and how I want to do a road trip up to visit that part of the community at some point. And she was in for that. She was like, let's do it. I can't wait. I want to go do a road trip through Canada. This sounds like fun. Let's do it. When do we leave? So once things settle down here and the border is open and there's not a lot of restrictions, I'll be reaching out to the Canadian part of the community as well here to see about meeting up with some folks. Marshall, appreciate you coming into the stream. Hope you have a good evening. Yeah, Robin, I just need to get somebody to smuggle me over. I've not had beaver tail. No, that is something new for me. Oh, goodness. All right, well, so we've just got this little section back here that we've got to wrap up. Not too much left to go now. I'm trying to think of the most efficient way to come back here and bale it. Part of me wants to just keep doing the ewes, but I'll probably do the left-right strips like it was mowed. Brian Rutherford, you know a few roads that can get me into Canada with no border guards? Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the funny part is there's quite a few places where you can just drive across the border. It's not a big deal. Somebody tried to swim across the river in Detroit one time. That was interesting to see the Border Patrol just drive up and sit there on the shore and wait for him to get over there. It's cold. The river is cold. And, yeah, he pretty much got picked up and dropped right back off on the other side again. Toby's cracking me up here. Gonna get me demonetized on YouTube here. Goodness gracious. Alright, so I've got like one little pass left here. Let's see if I can back up and get lined up here. I'm not sure I'm going to get the whole thing, but we're going to give it a shot. We might just go for good enough here with some of these straggly bits. There we go. Alan, yeah. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow. I'm a lot slow most of the time with stuff like that. But every once in a while I catch on. There's a few people that have some interesting YouTube names that when you read it, it doesn't sound so bad, but when you say it out loud, you get demonetized. So I've had to learn to read a little bit more carefully before I say something out loud. All right. Let's get this thing going here. I just started to fold this up again. I've got one little pass left here too. Let's try and get this combined as well. We've got so much haylage we're going to get out of all of this. This is definitely going to be a multiple people job to keep those trailers going back and forth to the farm. So I'm really hoping I don't run into any more problems getting this thing running on the multiplayer server by Tuesday. I'm looking forward to having, I don't know, 3-4 helpers get on the server here and help me knock out all of this silage and haylage and different jobs we've got here. Should be good. Canadian moose. Do I hunt? I used to when I was a teenager. I went out hunting a few times. I was a bow hunter. I was more into like just target range shooting, but we went out bow hunting a few times. Those were the good old days. In fact, I've still got the bow I had when I was 14, but I haven't used that thing in a long time. I'd probably need to restring it. Hopefully it's been stored all this time with the tension taken off and everything, or it's just a useless piece of junk. But I competed at the state level for archery. I made it into like the top 20 or so. If they are any Frenchies in chat, there you go. Bow technology has changed just a tad in the last 25 years? Probably. Probably has changed a bit in the last 20 years. But it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing competition shooting. I'm a big fan of competitive sports in general. Not necessarily they don't all have to be physical competition. I liked archery. I liked keeping score, and it was something that was skill based. So it required a lot of practice, and I got better over time. It was a lot of fun. It was a really rewarding experience, I'll say. There we go. We're gonna put that thing right there. And I'm gonna circle this thing around and park it right in here. Perfect. Love hunting, but do not enjoy the freezing in the cold part of it. Exactly, that was the part that I didn't like. We trudged probably a half an hour back into the woods and sat in tree stands all day. Like, that part was not a lot of fun. Tristan, Canadian iced tea is much better than the American style. I want to say I've had tea while I was up there, and I agree the iced tea that I had up there was very tasty. There's a restaurant that I used to go to up there that had some pretty good tea, which was funny because I had some European friends that came out and they wanted hot tea, and the waitress was just like, no, we don't do that here. We can serve you some iced tea. So I'm wandering around here. We finished up the jobs that we've got to do here tonight. And let's see what we've got going on here. If I move this back here, so the things that we're waiting on currently, so I need to pick all of this up with the forage harvester is our next job. And then hopefully when we advance time next time, we'll get the silage corn here to a point where it's ready for chopping. And then we're waiting for our soybeans and oats to harvest. So lots of good work to be done here. And we're probably going to plant some winter wheat here as well once we get into autumn. And maybe even we'll put the next round of our triticale in as well. So that's kind of where we're headed with this series. Next Tuesday, we're going to try really hard to make this a multiplayer session again on this map with most of these mods. I have to take my pickup off of this because that's not publicly released yet. And we'll see where the rock picker is by then. Maybe we'll be ready to share that with members, maybe not. This might have to go before then. We'll see. We'll see where things are at. However, I think that this is going to be a good spot to wrap up today's episode. We're going to end a little bit early today because, well, we've had some technical issues and I just don't want to push my luck. In fact, we need to save the game. I don't want to push my luck tonight. Things are going well, and 10 minutes isn't enough time to start another job. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed tonight's live stream despite all of our issues that we've been fighting with here. And Christian Williamson, welcome to the members team. Appreciate you a lot, sir. And hit me up on Discord and let me know what your name is, and we can get you hooked up with the appropriate permissions on the Discord server. Other than that, appreciate everybody coming out for the stream tonight. It's been a blast. And yeah, you're coming in right at the end. I always feel bad when we get people right at the end of the stream. Normally I run a little bit longer, so we'll see you guys on Tuesday for a multiplayer live stream on Autumn Oaks. Have a great holiday weekend for everybody in the US and Canada. Enjoy your Labor Day, and we'll see you next week. That's all for today. Kettert out.